The promise you made. The promise you made that day is still running your life. You didn't say it out loud. No one heard it. But you made it. Right there in that church hallway, when shame hit and your face burned and you decided you would never feel that small again. Maggie didn't plan to make a vow. She just felt the humiliation and her mind went to work. I will try harder. I will never mess up like that again. I will stay small so I don't get corrected. I will be impressive enough that no one questions me. It happened fast, survival fast, and you did the same thing. You told yourself something that day. Maybe it sounded disciplined. Maybe it sounded spiritual. Maybe it sounded mature, but underneath it was fear. Jesus doesn't wait this time. He steps straight into the memory. That was the moment you made a covenant with fear, he says. That lands. You weren't trying to rebel. You were trying to regain control. If I can perform better, I won't feel that again. If I can protect myself, I won't be exposed again. If I stay sharp enough, no one can wound me. He looks at Maggie, then at you. What did you promise yourself? Don't spiritualize it. Say it plainly. I will always prove myself. I will never trust leaders again. I will never be vulnerable. I will outperform everyone. I will hide. Let it surface, because vows create agreements, and agreements create identity patterns. Jesus' voice is steady, not loud. You built a strategy to protect yourself from shame, but you invited fear to disciple you. That's the disruption. You thought you were becoming stronger. You were actually becoming guarded. He steps closer. That vow has been running in the background of your life. It shows up in your relationships. It shows up in your leadership. It shows up in your exhaustion. Performance, control, critical spirit, hypervigilance. It all traces back to a promise you made in pain. Jesus places his hand over your heart. That vow is not binding. Covenant language again. You are already bound to me. He doesn't shame you for making it. He understands why you did. You were young. You were embarrassed. You were trying to survive. But survival vows are not kingdom covenants. Say it, he says. That vow does not own me. Say it. That vow does not own me. You feel something shift, not dramatic but foundational. The internal pressure to prove yourself weakens. Jesus continues, you do not need self-protection where you have my covering. You do not need performance where you have my inheritance. You do not need fear where you have my spirit. Authority, covering, inheritance. He steps back and the hallway memory no longer feels like a courtroom. It feels small. That promise expires today, he says. Not because you tried harder, but because you are mine. If something just shifted, if you recognize that vow, type "it breaks" in the comments. I'll DM you my free checklist, 5 signs fear is making your decisions. Join us live Thursday morning or evening for the Am I Enough journal study. That's where we dismantle these voices in real time. You can find more information below. Tomorrow we go deeper, because breaking the vow is not the end. We have to confront the agreement you signed with it. Day 5 exposes the contract you've been living under. Don't miss it.